Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the 2022 Holiday Barbie. And as you can see, I only have one. I only purchased one this year. There were several to choose from. There were 5 actually that you could choose from, but this is the only one that I ever saw in person. So I ended up going with the beautiful blonde Caucasian Barbie, and we're just going to take a closer look. Now I do have a series on my channel where I've reviewed every single Holiday Barbie from the beginning, from 1988. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link to a playlist below, and you can check those out. But anyway, today we're going to take a look at 2020. So first off the bat, I really love this box design. I think it's really pretty. I'm such a sucker for like poinsettias and this type of holly artwork here. So it kind of has that old school feel to it, which I love, which I've missed in some of the more recent designs. I also love how on the emblem here, it's this gold color and it has this pretty holly pattern there. So I think the box design, they did a really nice job with that. I really like it. I mean, it's not as extravagant as some of the older ones, of course, but from what we've seen, I really do like this box style. So on the back of the box, it shows us 4 of the other major releases that came out. And of course, if you're a Barbie collector, you know that they also had the Redhead Walmart exclusive, which I'll put a picture of here. Now, she seemed to be very sought after, and a lot of collectors really loved her and the face sculpt, and they just thought she was the cutest thing ever. So she, unfortunately, has been sold out for a long time, and I waited too long. For some reason, I guess I thought she'd be available for longer, but I did miss out on her, unfortunately. I was interested in definitely getting this one as well as these 2, but again, I never saw them in person, so I wasn't able to find. I like to pick them out to make sure I have a good eye sculpt. I mean, someday I may try to just find her or just take a chance and order her on eBay or Amazon if she goes down in price. So anyway, the back of the box just says 2022 Holiday Barbie Doll. Your 2022 Holiday Barbie Doll is inspired by the beautiful poinsettia flower, a symbol of goodwill and community spirit. May this festive holiday season inspire you to create heartwarming moments and lasting memories you'll treasure. So that's really nice, and I do like the red and green theme that they have in the back. So let's go ahead and get her out of the box and take a closer look. So each Barbie comes with her own stand, and it's this style of stand, which is definitely, it's the trickiest one for me. I always end up breaking these. I don't know if anyone has any tips or tricks on how to get their Barbies on these, but I mean, I do like it because it doesn't show outside of the dress, but I don't know, I always struggle with these. But anyway, this is the type of stand that she comes with. She is a gorgeous doll. Again, they went with the red theme of dress, which I'm really looking forward to them doing a green dress soon or something a little bit different, but I do always love red. I'm never going to complain about that. And, you know, she looks really nice outside of the box. She doesn't look that much different outside of the box. You know how some of the older dolls, when you get them out of the box, their dress is just huge? I didn't see a huge difference with this one, but here she is. She's on the Model Muse body, which they've been doing for a long time for these collector dolls. And so very minimal articulation. She has a very pale skin tone. I'm sure she would match maybe the Asian Yoga Made to Move doll, the really lighter skinned one. She's not really quite tan enough, I think, to match the Barbie Yoga, but very beautiful. And she definitely reminds me of one from the 90s, which I will show you guys at the end. But here she is. So let's take a closer look at all of her details. So here's a look at her shoes. They are high heels with open toes. Unfortunately, no painted toenails, and these are a shoe sculpt that I feel like we've seen before maybe. They're really cute, but again, nothing super exciting. But they do have these cute little bows on the back. I'm not sure if past shoes have had that or not, but very cute. And taking a look at the bodice of her dress, she has this satin material with sort of a sweetheart neckline. And then she has this little tulle. It's supposed to look like a poinsettia, but it's cut out in these little petals, which is really pretty. And then there's one strap that goes across her shoulder and down the side. So it's a 1-strap dress. And then it Velcros right here in the back. And then it comes down into these cut pieces of fabric, which I'm really sad to say are really cheap looking. They're not lined, they're not hemmed. They're just like, I don't know. I mean, it looks good. There's no fraying, but it just looks so raw and cheap to me, unfortunately. But they do have this beautiful layer of red tulle underneath, and then they have another layer of this sort of nylon type fabric, which is hemmed. So I do appreciate that there's a few layers to the dress that add a bit more dimension. But again, just not totally thrilled with this. And I mean, it is what it is. I think at this point we all know these the past like 5 or so dolls, they are what they are, and I don't think that Mattel is going to go back to the quality that they used to have in the early 2000s and 90s. But anyway, it is really pretty, a pretty dress anyway, and it does go all the way around, which is nice. So everything goes completely all the way around. Accessory wise, luckily she does have painted nails. She has beautiful red painted nails. So she has some very simple pearl style earrings, which look pretty, but you know, they could have really glammed her up, I feel like, given her something else. No necklace, no bracelet, unfortunately. And taking a look at her hair, she has her hair pulled up. This is a cute style. This is very 90s to me, or 80s, this style where it's like pulled up and puffed up. I think they used the 1990, I can't remember exactly what year she is, but that doll's inspiration for her, because she does look quite a bit similar. So she has these beautiful curls that are mainly styled in the front, and then the back will need some work, unfortunately, you know, just from the box hair. It's pretty heavily gelled, but she has a very light pale blonde hair color. And then taking a closer look at her face, she has the beautiful Millie face sculpt. Pretty basic makeup. Her face and makeup doesn't really look too much different than a normal Millie play line, but she has thicker eyebrows and she has bright red lips. So again, I'm not seeing much in terms of her eyeshadow or makeup. It really doesn't look like she has any at all, but her eyelashes are nice and long, and she has some pale blush on her cheeks. So still beautiful. I mean, she really is beautiful, but again, it's missing that glamorous factor that I really wish she had, but I'm not going to complain. At least we have one, right? So overall, there's a full-length view of her. Beautiful in her own way, beautiful for what we know Barbie holiday dolls are at this point. And now I'm just going to do a really quick comparison of some of the dolls that she reminds me of, just for fun. So here she is next to 2018's Happy Holiday Barbie, and this one was a kind of a more unique doll because I felt like she paid homage to the original OG 1988 Holiday Barbie. So I feel like even though she was one of the more recent dolls, she is a little bit more glammed up with a bit more accessories than some of the ones we've seen recently before and after her. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference. 2018 has more accessories, and I feel like her overall dress is a lot more well made and detailed, but you can kind of see just a difference within a few years, the difference in quality for that. So that's 2018. Okay, so moving backward in time, we have her now next to 2014. And there were a lot of similarities for me for this one. Just like if you look at the hairstyle, kind of this pulled up on the top, the red lips, and the red dresses. But right away you can see there's quite a few differences again. In the older one, they used more different fabrics and ribbons. She has an accessory like a large necklace, and she has more elaborate makeup. You can see right there how it's sparkly and just, she looks more glamorous to me. So yeah, quite a bit of difference just within that amount of time. Okay, so now we have her next to the original Happy Holiday Barbie from 1988, and you can see kind of where we started and where we are at. So again, more similarities in terms of pulling the hair up like that, but right away you can tell there's so many differences. Like there's just so much more going on. There's a hair accessory, there's earrings, there's a necklace, there's a ring, there's multiple different fabrics and glitter. The makeup is much more extreme on this one than on that one. So just saying, you can kind of see the evolution between the original one and the most recent one. Now I've saved the best for last, my one of my favorite ones. I'm just gonna show you. Okay, so we have her next to what I feel like was kind of the inspiration for her, and this is 1993 Happy Holiday Barbie. So these are the two that have the prominent poinsettia theme, and you can see quite a bit of difference already, but the hairstyles are very similar in my opinion, how it's pulled up into that little ponytail on the side. That unfortunately is where most of the similarities end. So you can definitely see such a difference in quality from the early 90s to now. This one has so many things going on. It's so early 90s. I just love it. It's big and it's glamorous, and this is the way that I envision Barbie would dress up for the holidays. But so she has a hair accessory, and she has earrings, and she has these pretty bows on her sleeves. She has all this sequins and beadwork. She has these multiple layers of tulle ruffles that go all the way down. So there's a huge difference in the dress styles. This is just so nice. It's hemmed, and I mean, you guys know, I don't really have to explain, but I do have a separate review on her if you're interested, which I'll leave the link below. But anyway, that is my review of the 2022 Happy Holidays Blonde Caucasian Barbie. She's really lovely, but I do have to just keep reminding myself that it's a totally different ball game than what it was back when I was little and these were around. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and I will see you in my next video.